First, our visiting team from Branson, Missouri, Academy.
You're watching Nike EYBL Scholastic at the Level Up Hoopfest on League Ready. A massive showdown tonight between top-ranked Link Academy and Wasatch Academy. A matchup really loaded with some of the top prospects in the nation. And we welcome you in, Sam Brief, alongside the great Trey Demps. And Trey, let's start with just this crop of huge prospects, a lot of names to keep an eye on.
I mean, there's 11 SC Next top 100 players in this game. So this game is oozing with talent, but I'm looking to see who are going to do the little things that are going to help their team win.
Right, those tiny little details we might not notice right away. Trey will guide you throughout the journey. Hey, let's start by zoning in on a player for Wasatch who's off to UConn, Junior County.
Junior County is a do-it-all type player. He's going to muck up the game a little bit. Great defensively. He's kind of a 3-and-D, old-school type of player. Not as good off the bounce, but can really shoot it with range.
And on the flip side, this is a Link team that is just loaded with great shooters. Maybe none better than Davion Thompson.
Yeah, Davion Thompson this summer, 44% off the dribble threes. This kid can really shoot it from the Chicagoland. Went to Bolingbrook High School, wanted to step his game up here at Link.
Yeah, we know the players from Chicagoland, they tend to play very well, right? And Link, based in Branson, Missouri, facing Wasatch today, a team not far from home. They are based in Mount Pleasant, Utah. If you were with us for our first game of the afternoon, we welcome you back. An 88-74 win for Veritas over Utah Prep. Phenomenal performances from guys like Boy and Zhang. But now we turn the page to the nightcap at the Level Up Hoopfest. A look at Junior County, who starts today alongside Chidi Wigwe, Vuk Lazarevich, Manu Manciel, and Catrell Harmon for the sixth-year head coach. Paul Peterson. Wasatch is in the white, Link in the black. And Link absolutely loaded up front, including the 7'2" Michigan State-bound Ethan Taylor, who wins the tip. And we're underway between Link and Wasatch. Sam Brief, Trey Demps, our wonderful crew with you. Let's make it a rockin' night. Here's Davion Thompson handling up top. The Link Lions last year made it to the quarterfinals of the Chipotle Nationals, where they fell to Dynamic Prep. Down low. Here's Taylor, got it pried away for a second, and they will call a violation. So now Wasatch ball. Wasatch Academy led by Isaiah Hartwell, now playing out in Houston, but Coach Paul Peterson, he has reloaded this program with some big names. Manciel, Harmon, Wigwe, County, and Lazarevich are in the starting lineup. Here's County, just committed to UConn. The spin, the floater, in and out, and fight for the board. Lazarevich tips it out.
It's a nice move there from County. You get downhill with your left hand, spin off. It's a floater there. It's a very simple game, but effective.
Simple but effective, sometimes the key at this level. As Perry gets it across. Link with a too big starting lineup. We'll see how much they feed it to the 7'2" Taylor, who's committed to play for Tom Izzo at Michigan State. Way outside, Thompson can't hit it from the logo. Harmon on the glass. Here comes Wasatch pushing it. Manciel, the sharpshooter, who just committed to Stephen F. Austin. And first touch for Wigwe, and they got a moving screen on Lazarevich.
Much different than our first game. Both of these teams are very instinct and sound defensively here in the first few minutes of this game. Communication all on the same page. Ball screen defense is good. Help side.
and it's ripped away. Harmon, and then it's taken right back. Down low, bucket good for Foster. The game's first score. So it takes almost 2 minutes for a basket. I think in our last game we had about 10 points by now. County, Harmon, back to County. Here's Monsiel up top for Wasatch. Little dribble drive, steps through, floater, short, gets his own board. And then Monsiel, we got a tie-up, jump ball will keep it with Wasatch.
A good job of Link making Monsiel put the ball on the floor. Monsiel last year averaged almost 13 points per game, 49% from three in the EYBL Scholastic League, a guy that can really shoot it. So if you're Link, you want to make him put the ball on the floor.
Native of Sterling Heights, Michigan. One of the best shooters at this level in the country. He was a good get for a Stephen F. Austin program looking to make a splash. And Weigwe lost it. It'll go back to Link. Link is loaded with top 100 players. You mentioned 11 are playing in this game. 8 of them are on the Link side. Perry tried to flip it to Taylor, but ball squeaks out to Medlock. Medlock makes his move. Floater good off the glass.
And there was the quick hesitation and change of pace from Medlock as he came off that thing. It really froze the defense, allowed him to get downhill.
Carlos Medlock Jr. out of Wayne Memorial High School in Michigan. What a cut for Weigwe, and he finishes beautifully.
A beautiful cut. Teammate got cut off on the drive and wasn't a bystander in the corner and was able to play off of him and get the back cut.
Foster misses the three. Rebound to Monsiel. Wasatch in transition. A Harmon three. Too strong. Rebound to the big Ethan Taylor. Not much offensive rhythm in this one so far. And a miss boarded by Taylor. Now 3-ball for Thompson, and he sticks it.
And he can shoot that thing with range. That's what he was known for at Bolingbrook High School in Chicagoland. One of the best shooters in the country, off the bounce or in the catch and shoot.
Chicago Sun-Times Player of the Year as a sophomore, the only player in that award's history to win it as a sophomore. That's 67 years. Now Medlock fouls Harmon. Keep the ball here with Link, or rather with Wasatch. Yeah, there's some big-time shooters in this game. We look at Thompson, Monsiel.
Yep.
Harmon looking down low. It's Weigwe, up and good. Chidi Weigwe transferred from Sunrise Christian to Wasatch, so staying within the EYBL. A lot of big-time offers pouring the seniors' way. Now Link working with it. Nice drive and kick. Medlock, 4-3.
It's a good kick from Foster as well. Got cut off on the initial drive, kept his head up. And able to find Medlock, who's locked and loaded, ready to shoot.
Link with a couple triples. Now here's Monsiel. They're denying him. County for 3. Good. So dueling 3 balls for Medlock and now County.
It appeared that County was going to try to attack all the way downhill. Stopped on a dime. Able to create space for that pull-up long two.
Now Medlock. Floater is good. Count it.
And that was set up because Monsiel tried to go for the steal initially, denying the wing, which allowed for Medlock to get downhill and open up that angle. We see it again here, a little ball reversal. Monsiel quickly tries to deny, was too late doing it though, and that created the angle for Medlock to get downhill.
Paul Peterson's Wasatch Tigers. One of the oldest high school programs in the country, going back to 1912. 6 times at Chipotle Nationals. last year bowing out to Columbus in the quarterfinals. A reloaded, retooled roster this season. Here's Mana Winitana, fresh off the bench. Now County. Screen coming from Zelic. County for three, again.
Tristan Reed was in the drop coverage there, and County take full advantage. Did a good job of making sure that his man ran into the screen to create space for that pull-up three.
Three's flying now as Perry kicks it in the corner, another one. Luca Foster this time.
Link is providing a lot of defensive pressure. Or excuse me, Wasatch is providing a lot of defensive pressure, and Link is doing a good job of attacking it off the bounce deliberately.
9 of their 16 points via the three. Winitana looking to get past Perry. It's Wigwe for three. Yes! Chidi Wigwe with an early 7.
And he was one of the best shooters a season ago in the Scholastic League. 14 points per game, 3rd in the Scholastic League in 3-point field goals, and 7th in scoring. He can really score it at all 3 levels.
And he can score in a hurry, as he's done tonight. Wingspan on the ball, rather Wigwe on the ball. Down low, it's Reed with an offensive foul.
It was a good short roll from Tristan Reed, the younger brother of UConn center Terrace Reed, but just a little bit out of control there. If you catch it right there and just get to a quick jump stop and then sweep through and attack past that help side defender, you'll have whatever you want on the backside, but just continue that momentum forward, and was a little bit out of control and picked up that offensive foul.
Wasatch will bring Lazarevic back in. The County really wore that one. Good to have you with us here at the Level Up Hoopfest, coming to you from Pleasant Grove, Utah, just north of beautiful Provo. 15 games in 3 days for you as a little Thanksgiving hors d'oeuvre. It's County muscling in, takes a hard fall, no call. Winitana drills the three.
Well, that was a good job by Reed being vertical on that defensive possession. Just unfortunate there for Link, the loose ball situation. Winitana taking advantage.
And 3 balls continue to fly. And another one pours in. This time, Trent Perry, the Kansas-bound forward. Quick the other way, a foul. Petrell Harmon.
It'll be interesting to see the role that Perry plays on this Link team. Kind of was a complimentary piece a season ago. 5 points per game, 3 rebounds per game in only 19 minutes. See if he can expand this role as we see their hard-hedged defense. Davion Thompson does a great job getting the ball out of his hands. A quick swing as the backside defense is trying to get back. And Perry knocking it down from distance.
Perry out of Lone Star High School, Frisco, Texas. Man, it took 2 minutes for any bucket to fall. Since then, scoring barrage, and mostly from outside. Petrell Harmon at the line, bound for Creighton next year. Makes it a 2-point game. Harmon's got that smooth, easy release. We want to see the efficiency numbers ratchet up a bit. Perry getting a ball denial from Jaden Johnson. Screen. Perry muscles in. Now Taj Ariza is fouled by Lazarevic on his first shot attempt. Ariza, the son of former NBA swingman Trevor Ariza. 18 NBA seasons, 18 for Trevor, including a title in 09 with the Lakers.
Taj Ariza for Team Why Not this summer only shot 34% from the field. So it'll be interesting to see how he improves upon that into the high school season, the Scholastic League this year. But oozing with talent, 6'9", can put it on the deck, score from all 3 levels.
He'll play at Oregon next year as he misses the second. And shot clock's off for Wasatch. It's been an action-packed back half of this quarter. Harmon looking for Winnie Tana. Now it's County, 3 in and out. Rebound Ariza, 5 seconds for Link. Ariza in attack mode. Now Thompson to 3. Not in at the buzzer. And after 1, it's Link by 3. We'll be back with quarter 2 on the other side. This is Nike EYBL Scholastic at the Level Up Hoopfest.
It's not just a burrito.
It's handheld.
Foil wrapped.
Really fresh.
Real ingredients.
From the farm. Fresh every day.
Responsibly raised.
Without that bad stuff.
It's magic happening.
Best of the best, baby. 100% yum.
Literally massive deliciousness.
If there's one thing I've learned in 23 seasons, don't be afraid of rejection. It's the greatest teacher of all time.
Carne asada is back at Chipotle.
It's our best steak ever.
Fresh, no bad stuff.
With garlic,
Cumin, coriander, it's super tender.
juicy. People love it, and it's so good with our new red chimichurri. You're gonna want to put it on everything.
10 out of 10 flavor.
Nike EYBL Scholastic is brought to you by Nike. Just do it. And delivered by Chipotle. Real ingredients, real flavor. Chipotle for real. And speaking of Chipotle, let's take a look at tonight's Chipotle Player Spotlight. And it's Chidi Wigwe, who transferred from Sunrise Christian to Wasatch this year. And his Chipotle order is loaded. Love the chips and guac on the side.
Yeah, that's like solid order. Hitting all food groups there. Get a little vegetables, salsas, a lot of flavor.
I have to give Chidi and really this entire class credit. I've seen many more vegetables this year than last year. A lot of our Chipotle orders were lacking in the veggie department.
Definitely.
No longer the case.
No longer the case.
Take advantage. They've got the options. And Chidi Wigwe is also just a very complete player.
Yeah.
Improving a lot last year into this year.
I mean, he has a 7'2" wingspan. He's defensively can guard multiple positions, can shoot the ball at a high level, a good cutter.
Thompson prying through, lost it, and then a foul. Looks like he took a shove from Harmon.
Thompson got himself in a little bit of no man's land. Wasatch was downing the ball screen, which means sending it to the sideline. You like to see a guard tell his big to flip the screen and switch the angle.
And then Reed has it stripped. So Wasatch, a transition chance. Winnie Tana carving in. And a nifty move over Ariza.
Good pace there from Winnie Tana. A little left to right crossover with the in and out beforehand to get the defense leaning and open up the lane for him to get downhill with his right.
Ariza's trapped in front of his bench. Just got rid of it, but I think they'll say he traveled. An extra step for Ariza. First quarter dominated by 3-point shooting. 7 triples falling between the two teams. And now from the mid-range, a miss for County. Strong rebound, Ariza. Taj running the floor in that sort of point forward role. Ariza for 3. No good. Rebound for Johnson.
You see so many players now shooting a 3 because of the way the game's changed. Love to see Ariza shot fake and attack downhill.
Nice pick and roll. Lazarevic blocked. It was Barnes on the rejection. Now they get it around to Harmon. Baseline jumper, not even close. Lazarevic scoops the offensive board. Just 7 on the clock. And County, no good from 3. And then off the foot of Reed out of bounds. Heads up play for Winnie Tana. 2 on the shot clock.
How about that defensive effort from Cameron Barnes against Junior County and against Cottrell Harmon, getting 2 stops in a row against 2 of the best wings in the country, forcing extremely difficult shots.
And they reset now to 30 on the shot clock. Nope, back to 2. I was going to say, ball never hit the rim, so.
It's an interesting little lineup. You don't normally see this out on baseline out of bounds. Probably trying to get the ball over the top, maybe.
Harmon the J. It's off. And another near offensive rebound. Instead ends up with Graybear. Link has had the lead from the get-go.
Yeah, I want to see more of this right here. Medlock in pick and roll, making plays.
And looking inside, but a lot of ball denial from Lazarevic. Now Medlock, turnaround J, got it! Nifty move, Carlos Medlock. Now pushing some pace, here's Harmon. They've run a lot of the offense through him. Winnie Tana, 3, in and out. Rebound Reed. Here come the Lions, pushing pace. Baseline drive, Perry. Now a 3 is off. Offensive board, Reed. Back up and good.
See, the thing is, when you take good shots, especially in transition that are well balanced, you're in position for offensive rebounds because everybody's expecting the shot to go up.
You mentioned Tristan Reed, younger brother of Terrace. That shot up, and he was all over.
Yeah, he's in position because he knows exactly when that shot's going up. He knows that there's an open player. A great play was just made. So even off of a miss, he has an opportunity to make a play.
This Link team is loaded with big men. You've got the 7'2" Taylor as the headliner, 6'10" Reed, 6'10" Ariza. There's a lot of size to contend with up front here.
And a versatility with that size. I mean, you talk about Taylor, kind of a traditional big in the Scholastic, or excuse me, in the EYBL this summer, shot 70% in the paint, was a post presence, a guy that you could feed down there, had 40 shot attempts on isolation post-ups. And then with Ariza, he's a versatile forward that can make plays for himself and others. And then you have a guy like Reed, who's an athletic, do-it-all type big. So you have a little bit of everything at the front court for Link.
Dynamic team led by the second-year head coach, Chad Myers, formerly IMG's head coach and an assistant for the Aggies of New Mexico State. Now leading a Link program that's produced over 50 Division I players, including guys from last year's team like Jerry Easter, Chris Sinak.
Oh!
Winnie Tana on a nice
I thought
move.
he was going to get up in there and throw something down.
Hey, 2 points nonetheless.
I mean, he was close.
Almost got there. Up top, Perry. Around to Graybear.
Look how far Wasatch is making Link catch on each possession.
And Taylor bobbles the offensive board out of bounds. It was off Lazarevic, so we'll stay here. But yeah, they're catching the ball 35 38 feet.
And if you're Link, you got to do a better job of setting your man up, coming off screens aggressively so you can catch it in scoring position. It makes it harder when you're catching that ball, to your point, 30 to 35 feet out.
Now they'll inbound from the corner. Medlock looking, and he finds the big Taylor up top. Even Taylor far away from the hoop. He rolls now as Medlock buries himself in. The miss, got it back, and hits the step back.
And I like to see him in ball screens because he's such a good decision maker. An average almost 6 points per game in pick and rolls this summer in the EYBL league.
Here's a hard-cutting Monsiel, throws it out of bounds. Winnie Tana was headed the opposite direction. Back to Medlock for a moment. The pick and roll game for him is sort of ahead of his peers.
100%, because he plays with such great pace. He can shoot it from all 3 levels, so you don't know what he's going to do as a defensive player, especially as a big, as you're coming off trying to stop him and contain the dribble. See, I don't understand why he picks up his dribble there. I mean, I understand there's a switch happening that he's trying to read, but you can still keep your dribble just in case you don't have anything and then re-attack.
And he was left open for a moment.
Yeah.
7-footer Zelic peeled away from him. Medlock had room. The Wasatch foul keeps it here, fresh 30 on the clock. And Taylor catches it about 30 feet away.
They got a mismatch down there.
And Taylor just shoved out of bounds by Winnie Tana, who takes the foul. He said, hey, I'm going to mismatch. This guy's 7'2". I'll shove him away. Guess I can't blame him.
Yeah, giving about a foot of height there.
Ethan Taylor, 7'2" out of Shawnee Mission, Kansas. A 3-ball is good. Luca Foster, his second.
He averaged almost 16 points per game in the EYBL circuit last summer. Shot 37% from three. Shown it off in his range there, coming off the down screen.
Committed to play for Mark Few at Gonzaga. Winnie Tana buries a triple.
How about Winnie Tana off the bench? Just doing a little bit of everything. Running the show offensively, knocking down shots, getting downhill, being a pest on defense.
Now Foster. Thompson with the baseline move. Finds a cutting Perry. Nice fake, nice finish.
Good job of Perry moving without the basketball. The ball goes towards the baseline. You make yourself available with the cut with proper floor balance. And Thompson doing a good job finding his running mate in Perry.
Now County, nice dribble drive and muscles his way in, the miss. Boarded by Thompson, he's on the ground. Ball squeaks out of bounds. And where are we headed? Officials got to sort it out. Looks like it'll be link ball.
Back in for Wasatch Academy, number 14, Chiki.
Link has led wire to wire, a program that last year won the inaugural EYBL Scholastic tournament, made it to the quarterfinals of Chipotle Nationals, and now Perry with an easy bucket.
I love that hesitation, the change of pace, puts the defense on his heels. And how about this steal defensively? And
Medlock drops the anvil, timeout, Wasatch.
Didn't know he could do that at 5'11".
The Detroit kid rises high, anticipation and the finish.
That was easy.
So Link starting to have their way with an 11-point lead and a much-needed timeout for Paul Peterson. Sam Brief, Trey Depps here with you. And Trey, what have you seen from Link to pull ahead here in the second quarter?
The one thing that comes to mind is a lot of these guys on this roster locally at their high schools were top guys, not even on their team, but in their conference or in their states. You talk about Carlos Medlock, led Wayne Memorial to their first ever championship game as a junior in Michigan, averaged 25 points per game. Davion Thompson, one of the best players in the state, averaged over 25 points per game for Bolingbrook. You know, so I look at this roster, and it's a level of giving yourself up that I think is so impressive, and understanding, like, I'm playing with other really good players, so I can't be the guy that has the ball in my hands every possession. And I got to share the wealth, do the little things defensively, and I think it's only going to serve them well when they go to the collegiate ranks.
And so many of these guys have already committed to these high-level programs.
Yep.
You'll have Big Ten players next year, like Ethan Taylor at Michigan State, Medlock, Michigan State, Ariza at Oregon, Trent Perry recently committed to Kansas. So these are guys already bound for college basketball's highest levels. So 2:25 to go in the second. County quick move, and he lost it. Not how you want to come out of a timeout. And Link takes over.
They try to run a little bit of a rub screen for County to get downhill with his right hand. The guard-to-guard handoff. Good job of Link forcing him into the dead spots of the floor and forcing the turnover.
Quick flip. It's Thompson, corner triple. Off the backboard, rebound to County. He'll push some pace. Winnie Tana into the corner. Monsiel, a bump and a miss. Rebound to Graybear. So Wasatch unable to convert a lot of chances right near the basket. And at 1:50, Medlock calling for action. And they'll get a foul against Foster as he mowed over Junior County.
And 95% of the times, that's on the guard for not waiting on the screen there. It's Luca Foster coming off that thing a little bit too eager as Ethan Taylor was coming to set the down screen, and he's still moving, trying to get in position. That's going to be an offensive foul almost every time.
So here goes Harmon with 1:40 to half. Quick move and the miss. Boarded by Medlock. They got a 5-on-4. Foster up for Perry, but he couldn't stick it. And now got two guys maybe hurt laying back there. So 4-on-4 as County misses. It's a foul on Reed. Now we hope the subjects of the collision are all right. Vuk Lazarevic is down. And here's that collision. With Perry and Lazarevic both taking a hard fall. See Vuk grabbing his right ankle. Good to see him walk off. He'll get checked out. Maybe just a twist of the ankle. So Junior County at the stripe. UConn bound forward, coming from Highland, Utah. Said he committed to UConn to have a chance at winning a national championship, and he has plans to bring a third title to Storrs this decade, unless they pick one up in the next few months, in which case his would be the fourth. And he hits them both. 9-point game. Final moments of the first half. Tight on-ball pressure here for Wasatch as Foster gets it out of the corner. Now Perry motoring in. Offensive foul.
It looked like a hook there as Wasatch was switching up their defensive scheme on that possession, trapping the basketball to try to speed, link up, disrupt the rhythm offensively. Good execution.
Just over a minute. Strazelic gets it to Winnie Tana. And then Monsiel off his foot into the backcourt. That's a backcourt violation. Send it back to Link.
Cameron Barnes has shown just the fact that he's kind of this glue guy defensively that holds this Link team together. Sniffed out that elevator screen out, got out, and forced the turnover there. Great defense from Barnes.
Thompson the flip. Medlock can't get by County. Thompson picked up his dribble. Foster, step back three. Good! Luca Foster, an electric first half.
He struggled last year in national games and the circuit, shot only 4 of 20 on jump shots for Archbishop Carroll.
Now a 3-second differential. Foster taking over this second quarter. Link with a 12-point lead. Approaching halftime. Here goes Harmon. County chases it down. Got to get it up. A second to shoot. And Winnie Tana's shot won't count. Shot clock violation. What a 30 seconds of defense.
Yeah, you can see Link really picking up the heat defensively, pressuring the basketball, making Wasatch's guards uncomfortable. Great end of the half.
And chucked up. With the buzzer, that's the end of quarter 2. So Link Academy, led by Luca Foster, Carlos Medlock Jr. with a 12-point lead. And here's that final 3 before the break.
Yeah, I mean, this is tough. Step back, going left. NBA range. So smooth for the smooth senior Luca Foster.
He'll play at Gonzaga next year, and he'll play back on that court in a couple of minutes after halftime. We step aside here at the Level Up Hoopfest with quarter 3. Up next, this is Nike EYBL Scholastic on League Ready.
It's not just a burrito.
It's handheld.
Foil wrapped.
Really fresh.
Real ingredients.
From the farm. Fresh every day.
Responsibly raised.
Without that bad stuff.
It's magic happening.
Best of the best, baby. 100% yum.
Literally massive deliciousness.
If there's one thing I've learned in 23 seasons, don't be afraid of rejection. It's the greatest teacher of all time.
Carne asada is back at Chipotle.
It's our best steak ever.
Fresh, no bad stuff.
With garlic.
Cumin, coriander. It's super tender.
Juicy. People love it, and it's so good with our new red chimichurri. You're gonna want to put it on everything.
10 out of 10 flavor.
You're watching Nike EYBL Scholastic at the Level Up Hoopfest on League Ready. Good to have you back. Second half time, Link and Wasatch, and Link with a 3-point shooting barrage, led by 14 from Medlock, 11 from Foster, dominating the first half, Trey.
Yeah, I've also been impressed with just Link's ability to move the basketball. 9 assists on 15 made field goals. You see the numbers, 6 of 12 from 3. Just such an unselfish team with so many talented pieces. I think Wasatch has to do a little bit better job of handling the pressure of Link. You see the field goal numbers, 9 of 24 from the field. They're doing a good job on the board, so out rebounding Link by 5.
The Wasatch with 7 offensive rebounds in the first half. Led in scoring by the New Zealand-born guard Mana Winitana with 10 points. I mean, a team with so many big names like Junior County, Chidiwigwe, Cottrell Harmon. It's actually Winitana who leads them at the break.
Every college team has a Winitana that just brings energy to the game, that might not be the most athletic, biggest guy, but that's just going to impact the game in so many ways.
If you want to win, you need your Winitana. It's Harmon missing. Rebound Thompson, he pushes the tempo. Medlock up and under, yes.
How about that outlet pass from Thompson to hit Medlock in stride?
And it was pinpoint. 14-point lead for Link. Just underway, quarter 3. Sam Brief, Trey Depps, our wonderful crew with you from Utah. Harmon open 3, got it.
Good ball movement there from Wasatch. That was the first time we've seen multiple paint touches on a possession. Get the opening 3, and how about this pressure now?
Defensive pressure on the ball has been pretty on the money for Wasatch today. But this Link team has playmakers. We mentioned Foster with 11 first half points, Medlock at 14. And here is Medlock up to Taylor. Both of those guys playing for Tom Izzo's Michigan State Spartans. Next fall, Medlock down low, around and in. What a move.
He's just able to get that baseline angle towards the basket in the same side hand reverse. We see another transition bucket for Wasatch.
Wasatch getting their buckets on transition and second chance. Perry, corner, Medlock, missing from 3. Big rebound for Wigwe. Now tempo, County runs into a wall, and it's Thompson called for the foul.
Fouls on number 3, Davion Thompson.
Here at the Level Up Hoopfest, Pleasant Grove, Utah. 15 games this week. As a little Thanksgiving appetizer, County goes to Lazarevic, gets his own board, and good on the putback.
Great set there from Wasatch, where you get your best shooter coming off a baseline down screen. All attention is on Junior County. Lazarevic reaping the rewards, missing the first one, but finishing off the offensive rebound.
Nice cut, and the two-hand flush for Foster.
Body to body.
So high-flying Foster now with 13 points. And he's on the ball now, and Wigwe up for County. Prying in the floater, in and out. Rebounded by Taylor. Link pushing. And Medlock will reset the offense right near that Viking logo at center court. Double teamed. Thompson, Medlock, 3. He buries it.
Beautiful execution from Link. Luca Foster, 2 came onto him. He got rid of the ball. Backside defense had to take the roller. Led to an open 3 ball.
And then Harmon with a quick answer. Timeout Wasatch. Meanwhile, the 3s keep flying for Link, but not just 3-pointers, but also transition buckets coming with authority this time.
Saw there. Wasatch trying to go for the steal. Foster doing a great job reading it, cutting back door to the basket. And Foster said, I'll meet you at the rim.
Mentioned the numbers for Foster. About 15 a game over the EYBL summer, nearly 40% from three. What's his fit with the Gonzaga program led by Mark Few?
Well, I think kind of like Link, a lot of great offensive execution in the half court, a lot of sets. I think Foster's a guy that is going to excel when we talk about Gonzaga and Mark Few with a lot of ball movement because of his ability to shoot and because of his athleticism. I think he's in a perfect spot going into the new Pac-12 with the Gonzaga Bulldogs. So I think it's going to be a great fit, a guy that I think can play right away at the next level.
Yeah, the new Pac-12. Always felt like Gonzaga would end up in the Pac-12 someday. I'm not sure this is how we imagined it happening in a new Pac-12. A big game for the Bulldogs tonight against number 8 Alabama. That game tips later tonight. Don't go anywhere, I promise. It'll be after this one. In the corner, a three, in and out for Foster. Rebound, Reed, put back, fouled. Tristan Reed all over the glass, 6'10" out of St. Louis. And now to the stripe.
And he's going to fit in well with Coach Jans at Mississippi State, a program that prides themselves on rebounding, hustle plays, just has a knack for carving out position on the offensive end to put himself in position to get offensive rebounds. That's his third tonight, I believe.
And he splits the free throws, giving Link a 13-point lead as some full court pressure is broken. And Harmon collects up top. Wasatch has yet to lead in the game. And off a screen, it's Monsiel for three.
And that's what's called a wheel set, where you get multiple guys coming off of double screens and you get your best shooter as the last guy coming off a double stagger screen where the defense is already kind of falling asleep. Great set there from Wasatch.
And now Foster with the response. Luka Foster, now 16 points, 4 of 5 from downtown.
I mean, you don't even see this type of three-point shooting in collegiate games. That's a quick trigger there with the outstretched arms of Monsiel.
How about this? Both teams shooting above 50% from three. Link is 8 of 15. Wasatch, 5 of 9.
Wow. And I think you got to give these coaches a ton of credit as well. And Coach Peterson at Wasatch, as well as Link. I mean, you got a lot of collegiate type sets, you know, that are run by college teams, and you could tell that they practiced it a ton because they're executing in mid-season form.
Offensive efficiency, both our games today, really off the charts for an early season game like this. With 8 on the shot clock, here's Harmon. Down low, Lazarevic takes a hard foul from Foster.
I'm not quite sure what Luka Foster was doing on that possession, because Tristan Reed came out to switch. An amazing job stopping the ball and making the ball handle the retreat. I think Luka Foster got caught sleeping on the backside, not sure who he was supposed to guard, and Lazarevic wide open underneath the basket.
Here's a guy who will make you pay for a miscommunication like that. 7-footer out of Belgrade, Serbia. Left his home country last year to head down to St. Petersburg, Florida, attend Admiral Farragut Academy, and transferring to Wasatch for his senior season. And he hits the second. And Wigwe back in for Wasatch here. So 12-point game about halfway through the third. And in the corner, Foster can't stay hot. Rebound, chased down in the corner by Perry. Second chance, and Perry! Rumble!
He is such a strong downhill driver, especially going with that right hand. It's like a freight train. You better get out of the way.
You do not want to mess with Perry. And then a little body bump is a foul by Reed. But Trent Perry.
Get an offensive rebound here. And then just dribbling that thing out. The best time to attack is after an offensive rebound, whether it's for a three-point shot or an attack off the dribble, just because the help side isn't set.
And he took flight. Now Harmon, and a foul. He was bumped by Foster, fought through it wonderfully. Here you go, the baseline look.
Great body control there. Took an initial bump, continued on his angle and path in a straight line. Able to stay on balance, that little right hand floater going left. A high degree of difficulty shot, but Harmon made it look easy.
Polished player out of Seattle. Converts the and one. He's a little old for the class. He's 19 years old, so it's a player with more veteran panache, a little more maturity for Coach Peterson.
Gonna be at Creighton next year for Coach McDermott.
Seems like a great fit.
Yes.
Thompson a little quiet this quarter. Lost it, plucked away by Johnson. So Thompson turns it over. Quickly, it's County. Fouled hard there. And Wasatch starting to wreak some havoc defensively, turn it into chances. As Paul Peterson looks to wrangle the narrative with the official. Or maybe discuss the best restaurants in Pleasant Grove, Utah. So here's the UConn Husky of tomorrow, Junior County, missing the first. Man, Wasatch leaving a lot of points on the line. And County makes it a 10-point game. So full court pressure coming for Wasatch. A team that still has not led. Medlock all the way down the floor. Gets fouled. Winnie Tana, the guilty party. And this becoming a little more of a foul-happy quarter.
When you have a guy like Medlock that can break a press with his speed, it makes you think twice, because if you get beat off the initial, he's going to make the right play on the backside if he beats his initial defender.
And then an offensive foul, little armbar dished out by Tristan Reed. Caught the attention of the official.
And it's Winnie Tana again. I mean, just doing all the little things. He can switch on bigger players. He's going to front fight his butt off. And you can see from last year, so much improved offensively in his confidence.
Native of Hastings, New Zealand on the North Island. Now playing high school ball in America.
Ooh.
Harmon leveling up. Now an 8-point game as Thompson loses it. Will stay on this end. On the other end, what a play here by Cottrell Harmon. Rising high, Trey.
Yeah, you got Medlock, who was caught ball watching. And then Harmon doing a good job of cutting behind in the deep corner. The deeper you get in that corner, the more your defensive player loses sight of you.
Now Ariza. Nice feed, no finish there for Barnes, who got met by Wigwe. Quickly the other way. County, baseline drive. Ariza stripped it away, no call. County looking for it.
County really sells the contact on pretty much every drive he has.
Now Ariza gets a screen in the corner. Wigwe switches onto him and plucks it away. Chidi Wigwe says, my ball.
Like taking candy from a baby there.
On Halloween, Harmon. Wigwe, baseline drive. Yes, sir. And the foul.
You got Wigwe and County attacking downhill. This is when this Wasatch team is at their best. A little bit of a stampede drive where you start your forward progress before the ball comes, carving out that angle and finishing through contact.
Well, Chidi Wigwe, we saw him taking candy from a little kid and then finishing hard through contact. He's really developed a lot. Not just the offensive game, but that defensive tenacity.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the 7'2" wingspan. There's no excuse for not being a good defender with that type of wingspan, because even if you get beat, you can make up for it a lot of times with that type of length. And offensively, a guy that understands his strengths as a shooter, as a slasher, is not going to do too much with the ball in his hands, not going to be in ball screens a ton. I always like guys who understand their roles and understands what makes them successful on the offensive end.
The concept of do what you do very well. Don't try to do a little bit of everything.
And I'll tell you what, this type of setting with playing against great teams at this age will tell you that. And not just doing it during the summer and then getting to your high school team and playing against local high school kids. It's these type of environments where you're coached each and every day, you're practicing with top talent, where you kind of get to understand and get a feel of what I do good as an offense and defensive player.
And Wigwe certainly coming into his own. His first season at Wasatch, his second in the EYBL. Was with Sunrise Christian last year. Now we have a 5-point game in the final minute of the third. Thompson's got Harmon all over him. Now Winitana switches onto him. And then Wigwe again defensively. The steal, the finish. He was fouled, so 2 free throws coming for Wigwe, who's everywhere all of a sudden.
And Link definitely has to tighten up offensively. That's where every fundamental usage becomes so important. Setting up your man, getting open on the perimeter, right? Understanding, okay, if I'm being denied, I need a back cut. All those little things are so important, especially as the team is coming on a run and starting to sense a little bit of blood. You got to really tighten up everything on each play, each pass, each drive. Because now it's winning time.
I feel like Wasatch smells blood right now.
A little bit. I mean, and I think that's where I look at Carlos Medlock Jr. to kind of right the ship. And he was the one who turned the ball over, kind of carelessly making that pass.
And now Medlock, easy pass to Foster. Ball still well away from the hoop as Thompson drives in, floater off. Rebound to County. Wasatch can make it a 1-score game here. 4-second game and shot clock differential for Harmon. He'll take his time. And he cooks Taylor. Whistle blew. It'll be a Link foul.
That was a heady play from Jaden Johnson, who had Ethan Taylor on him, because he recognized that if I set a screen, it's going to probably be a switch, and I can get one of my better ball handlers to get downhill on a mismatch. It's a heady play. Doesn't show up on the stat sheet from Jaden Johnson.
And Gray Bear back in for Link, looking to steady the ship here. And back to Jaden Johnson, right? There's no stat to collect that. Just the decision to say, I want to get the big man on Cottrell.
Yep.
But it'll likely lead to a couple points here. And it does.
And that takes selflessness, because it's not you who's making the play. And a lot of people won't recognize that. People will recognize Cottrell Harmon that made the good move and got the free throws.
3-point game now. Link will hold for the final shot, it seems. Medlock makes the move on the baseline. Turnaround Jay. No good. Tip. Good for Taylor at the buzzer. So the 7'2" Ethan Taylor scores his first bucket at the third quarter buzzer. And this is just length paying off.
And that's how you earn the ISO post-up, is by making those type of plays. Now, on a given possession, I'm not going to be the one always setting ball screens. I'm going to be the one that's going to demand the ball a little bit down in the block.
And now I'm going to be the one to say, we'll talk to you in a minute for the fourth quarter here on League Ready.
It's not just a burrito.
It's handheld.
Foil wrapped.
Really fresh.
Real ingredients.
From the farm.
Fresh every day.
Responsibly raised.
Without that bad stuff.
It's magic happening.
Best of the best, baby. 100% yum.
Literally massive deliciousness.
If there's one thing I've learned in 23 seasons, don't be afraid of rejection. It's the greatest teacher of all time.
Carne asada is back at Chipotle.
It's our best steak ever.
Fresh, no bad stuff.
With garlic.
Cumin, coriander. It's super tender.
Juicy. People love it, and it's so good with our new red chimichurri. You're gonna want to put it on everything.
10 out of 10 flavor.
Nike EYBL Scholastic is brought to you by Nike. Just do it. And delivered by Chipotle. Real ingredients, real flavor, Chipotle for real. Sam Brief, Trey Demps, our wonderful crew with you at the Level Up Hoopfest. On League Ready, a 5-point link lead over Wasatch. Now into the fourth quarter of a high-level matchup early in the season. A 3-ball off the mark for Keontae Graybear, but off the offensive board, Foster can't convert. Wasatch has steadily clawed back into this game as Winnie Tana gets it to Harmon. 3, good! And a Wasatch team once down 13 within 2.
Looked like Harmon had a little bit of a contact after the 3-point shot with Perry getting back on defense.
And now Link needs a bucket. Momentum with Wasatch. Foster, a 3. It's short.
One more to Trent Perry in the corner.
Here comes Weegway, up and County the follow. Tie game. A 13-point comeback for Wasatch.
And Link has to find something offensively that they can go to where they can create some sort of advantage.
And it's ripped away by Johnson. Then he lost it. Upset with himself with 11 on the shot clock. Well, Junior County has shown himself to be a force. Here he is following the ball.
You always keep running on the play, so you never know what's going to happen, even if you think it's going to be a make. See if Link can find something where they can create some sort of offensive advantage to get downhill. Right now, there's so much on their heels.
Thompson, 4-3. Well, when you're on your heels, you go to your shot maker. That's
Yes.
Davion Thompson. The reigning Sun Times Player of the Year in Chicago. Quick and easy.
And it was a simple little interchange between Thompson and Perry on the weak side. And Perry just briefly screened Thompson's man in, created some space. And because Thompson can shoot that thing beyond the high school three-point line, was able to get that shot off.
Before that shot, it was a 14-2 run by Wasatch, which trailed 53-41, and now is within 3 as both teams come into the huddle. Three-point shooting has been a major storyline in this game. Multiple threes today for Foster and Thompson on the Link side. For Winnie Tana, Harmon, and County on the Wasatch side. And down the stretch, the shot makers in focus. Well, here at the Level Up Hoop Fest, we're in Pleasant Grove, Utah, at Pleasant Grove High School. A loaded slate of 15 games over 3 days. Now rounding out the day one action on Thanksgiving week. So Wasatch now with the ball, looking to tie. Winitana, reverse, and out of bounds off the hand of Gray Bear.
And try to get a baseline drive into what's called a baseline hammer, where you set the back screen on your best shooter to go to the corner as you get your best driver going downhill to the baseline. Good job of Link sniffing that thing out.
And then Winitana throws it right to Gray Bear, who's fouled immediately. Looked like a classic zigzag situation, miscommunication. Yeah. Ends with a turnover.
There's no rush most of the time, especially when you're in your own half court, to get the ball in.
Perry now in Gray Bear. It's a 4-guard lineup, and 3 off for Thompson, but he was fouled. Jaden Johnson came in like a bowling ball, and now Thompson to the stripe.
And it looks like it was supposed to be a guard-on-guard switch. Jaden Johnson is a couple steps late, so he's trying to recover and make up for it. And his momentum's going so strong towards Thompson, just topples right over him.
So 3 free throws now. Davion Thompson out of Bolingbrook High School, where he scored 24 points a game last year. Just got offered last week by Kansas, also Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, and plenty of others going after the 6'3" junior. Little more size into the game for Wasatch now. Vuk Lazarevic, Serbian 7-footer, back in as Thompson nails all 3. Under 6 to go, 6-point lead for Link. And Winitana burrowing in. Now to County. He's got Perry all over him. Screen from Lazarevic. Here goes Winitana. Quiet in the second half after 10 in the first. Winitana lost it, but a foul call comes in on Foster.
That's the 3rd time that he's used that left hand in and out. It's kind of rare to see a right-handed player have a go-to move as a left hand in and out, which I think is why it's been so effective. You normally see a right-handed in and out from a right-handed player. Nifty move there on the baseline and playing off of 2 feet and drew the foul.
And he nails the first free throw. Spent last year at American Heritage High School in Utah after coming over to the States all the way from New Zealand. And you're very well traveled in your basketball days, but never down there, right?
Never down there, nope.
The land down under.
I've always wanted to go. I mean, beautiful weather, great beaches.
And high-level basketball.
And high-level hoops.
Well, here's Winitana on that note all over Thompson. And then it's Johnson called for his 2nd foul in a minute.
Looking at Thompson, I think one thing that he has to improve upon as a junior now is getting a little bit stronger physically, especially in that upper body. You're kind of able to push him off his spots. Once he can get that down with his shooting ability and ball handling, he'll be hard to stop.
He's got Weegway on him, and now Johnson switches back. Perry for Thompson. He's open. Gives it up. 3 in the corner. No good for Foster. Winitana was on the glass, pushing the tempo. County burrows in. Weegway lost it. Turnover. It's Link ball, and now it's Wasatch ball. Harmon right back. 2-hand flush. Not too pretty, but it counts.
Yeah, he's fortunate he didn't get
A goaltend?
Called for that, yeah. Looked like he kind of hung on the rim to guide the ball in after it was coming out.
Just kind of usher it to the bottom of the net.
This
No call,
defense.
though. 2-point game. Here's Graybear from the baseline. Makes it a 4-point game. Timeout, Wasatch. Nice baseline shot for the Dallas native, Keontae Graybear. Wasatch has dominated half two, but not able to get over the hump. They still have yet to lead in this game. They got it tied at 55 all. Now just kind of trading baskets with Link. Here's that last play with Harmon.
See how he's... that second hang right there to me warrants something. Delay a game warning.
Yeah, the question is, did hanging on the rim help that ball to stay on the rim?
Yeah.
And if he just pops off, does the ball pop off?
Right. Right.
If that's in doubt, maybe warrants a call, but it's a subjective decision on the part of the official. So no call, 2 points for Wasatch. And here's the Link 5 with Barnes, Graybear, Perry, Thompson, and Foster. Link Academy under coach Chad Myers. Impressed a lot of scouts last year with guys like Jerry Easter, Chris Sinak leading them to the EYBL Scholastic tournament title and a solid performance at Chipotle Nationals. Out of the timeout, it's Wigwe for Winitana. We're halfway through quarter 4 and a 4-point game here in Utah. Winitana for Wigwe. Baseline drive met by 2 defenders. Just 4 seconds to shoot. Harmon the floater. He missed it. He got fouled. It was Perry on the slap.
Keontae Graybear has to do a better job of keeping the ball in front and understanding also where all your help is at. There's more room for the ball handler in this situation, Trell Harmon, to get downhill going to his right because he's on the left side of the court. You want to send that ball to where your help is and then also where there's less court space. So he lets the ball go downhill to a right for a really strong downhill dribbler who's able to draw the foul on Harmon.
And 21 points now for Harmon, who's perfect at the stripe. 7 for 7. So helping himself out in a 2-point game. Thompson will take a deep triple and stick it. Davion Thompson now with 12.
You got to make Thompson put that thing on the floor and test his strength. You don't want him shooting outside shots.
Harmon from deep, no good. And no call with tight stand-up D from Barnes. Wasatch's second chance. They've dominated offensive glass today. Winitana calling the set. He flips it. Johnson, the fake. Johnson hits the 3.
Man, what a read, though, from Winitana. As the roller was going down, to fake that thing and cross-court pass, because the low man has to help on the roll. Great look from Winitana.
His 3rd assist right there. Thompson, he wants it from deep. One of the best shot makers in the EYBL.
You got to make him drive it.
Gets rid of it. Graybear. Off a fake.
Nice.
Graybear, so nifty.
Nice step through, going left, playing off of 2 feet. And a little step through around the defense.
Now Winitana fouled by Barnes. And we've seen these Link guards rise to the occasion. It was Thompson with the 3, and then Graybear with that step-through move.
And just handling game pressure, too. It looked like all the momentum was in Wasatch's favor. And Link has done a great job of steadying the ship
It was a 14-2 Wasatch run late in the third, early into the fourth. And Link just staying steady, never surrendering a lead. It was tied for a moment, but Wasatch never leading. Now Lazarevic, no good, but fouled. They'll get Perry for the foul.
And that's the second time now that they've left Lazarevic open underneath the basket after switching a ball screen. I mean, it's a very simple play. If I get switched onto a big, I need to make sure that I'm in position to be in help side, but also not allow that ball to so easily get into the painted area.
To a 7-footer, nonetheless.
Right.
And here is that 7-footer. Lazarevic has been incredibly inefficient from the stripe at 33%. If you're Wasatch, you need every point you can get. The 7-footer from Belgrade, Vuk Lazarevic. Missing both. Tip back for County, wrangles it back. Huge offensive board for the Tigers. Now under 2 to go, 4-point game. Here's County. Monsiel, quiet tonight, he's a shooter. County off the dribble, pounding in, the spin, the shot. No good, tip back, no. A third chance now for County. Again short.
Wow.
And Foster on the ground with the board. Jump ball will keep it here with Wasatch. Boy, County had every chance he could get.
Some great moves that we've seen from County in the paint that just haven't able to drop. This is his 4th miss after a terrific move in the paint. We saw one in the opening play. Those are the ones that you need to come up with.
And Wasatch needs points in a hurry. Under 90 seconds left, down 4. Monsiel with it. Makes his move. And he throws it right to Perry.
And who is it on defense as the primary defender? Cameron Barnes again. This is a guy I don't want switched on to me because I have yet to see anybody score on him.
No, he's a defensive bulldog. And Link will take their sweet time with now 1 minute left in Utah. Barnes with the screen. Thompson, he wants it. The 3. It's no good. Tips out of bounds to Wasatch. It would have been a dagger there for Thompson.
Yeah, it would have been. Thompson always looking for that 3. You just want to see him. If their teams are going to take that away, he's got to be able to attack downhill and create something.
And Link calls time. Okay, so you're Wasatch. 50 points, or 50 seconds left. You trail by 4. Anyone in particular you draw up a play for? It seems like they haven't been able to get any rhythm going these last couple minutes.
That's where you put your best play on displays, probably for a look from 3. But if you don't have it, you don't want to force it. You can attack a closeout and try to attack the basket. I'm probably looking for County here. Also could look for Monsiel, who's a proven 3-point shooter at this level. But for me, I'm going to go to my horse, my best guy in Junior County.
County tonight, 12 points on 4 of 15 shooting. So not his most efficient night, but like you said, he is the guy. Bound for UConn next year for a reason. And Monsiel also on the court. He's put up just 1 3-pointer today, and it went in. Par for the course for Manu Monsiel. So 45 seconds left. Need a quick one. Winitana.
Yep, elevator for County. Ooh.
They were looking down low for Harmon. Ball spilled out of bounds at 18 seconds on the shot clock. And Manu Monsiel on the bench now, so it's Harmon, Lazarevic, County, Wigwe, and Winitana. Here's Harmon. Medlock holding firm defensively. Harmon can't stick it.
I don't
Medlock
love that
fouled.
look. Don't love that look because I've yet to seen Harmon post up tonight, and the game is on the line, and that's what you would like to go to, and that's no shade on Harmon at all, but it's just a learning experience.
Right.
I'm sure he may be capable, but you want to go to something that you've had rhythm with offensively through the course of this game.
That ball out of bounds, staying with Link, nearly a turnover. Forced by Harmon, who will guard the ball now. And Lazarevic for Monsiel, defensive purposes. Why not get the 7-footer on the ball here in the corner?
Absolutely.
Makes sense. So Trent Perry has a lot of arm to look over. Lazarevic.
Look at that activity.
Moving all the limbs. Perry somehow got it away. And Foster double teamed in the corner.
Jump ball. There you go.
No, it's going to Link. So Lions catch a break. I love watching Lazarevic.
Giving it his all. See if he does it again.
Let's see, Lazarevic.
No.
Gets it in quick. And County on Thompson. Thompson weaves out of it. Across half court, got a foul quick. And Wigwe finally fouls Thompson. The guard play tonight for Link, so strong. Medlock.
Yep.
Foster. Thompson. And now it's Thompson with a couple deep trays towards the end of the night, helping Link to stamp what could be a wire-to-wire win.
Ooh.
And leaving the window open, though. It is a two-possession game. Davion Thompson makes it a 5-point Link lead. So Wasatch in desperation mode. Here goes Harmon. Muscles in, foul called on Medlock at 5.3.
It almost looked like Medlock was trying to foul. This is how physical he was playing Harmon up the floor. I think you're up 5, under 8 seconds left. You got to kind of just let that thing play out and just be solid.
Guess you figure maybe you play the free throw game, but Harmon hits both of these. You got a one-possession game,
and
so
you stop the
I don't
clock.
see any logic in that. Taylor back into the game for defense. I mean, clock stopped. Wasatch can make it a 3-point game. And he does. So one possession game now. Lazarevic back on the ball. Perry looking to get it in. And a quick Wasatch foul is called on Winnie Tana. So no more time elapses. Link will have free throws at the other end. And actually, it goes on Harmon. So both teams now with kind of inopportune fouls.
And Winnie Tana was saying that Davion Thompson, or excuse me, Harmon and Winnie Tana were saying Davion Thompson hooked to try to draw that contact.
And now Lincoln start to ice this game on free throws. 5.3 seconds left. Back to a two-possession game. And the steady Davion Thompson. Still a 4-point game. Harmon got to draw a foul here. And he does not. He misses. And the Link Lions hold on for a 4-point victory in a game in which they never trailed. So Chad Meyer's team opens the Level Up Hoopfest with a victory. And let's take a look now at our Nike Player of the Game, Carlos Medlock Jr. A lethal 21 points.
So efficient, such a high IQ point guard, undersized, but makes up for it with his skill. 2 of 4 from 3, 9 of 14 from the field, was getting into the painted area all night. A wizard in those ball screens and isolations. So really heady player that's gonna make a huge impact at the next level.
His footwork, his spins, here he is on the baseline, just so smooth, following the shot. Hit 2 from outside, and overall, 9 of 14 for Carlos Medlock Jr. So it's Link Academy with the victory, holding on 70-66. And we'll be back with a triple header of basketball tomorrow on League Ready. But for now, we say good night from Utah alongside my friend and partner Trey Demps and the rest of our wonderful League Ready crew. Ryan Kowalski, Sam Kaiser, Chad Boxenbaum. I'm Sam Brief, saying so long from the Level Up Hoopfest.